morning. Why am I singling?
Continue on Thursday.
How's everyone doing? Just unloaded here in, oh, what's it called again? One of these signs has got to have a name. Kamehameha. 35. We slept here in the Chevron card lock here. And unloaded just where I pulled out. That went nice and smooth. Grocery store opens really early. It might have even been open 24 hours, I don't know, but I walked there at 7 and it was open. So got some donut points. Bought some donuts, some chocolate milk, some cookies, some granola bars, some root beer, some Pop-Tarts, everything sugar. Nothing not without sugar. Everything must, when I go shopping, it's all sugar. That's why I don't get to come along with shopping. It gets expensive in the sugar world. Donuts were actually really good.
We don't have this.
No, we don't make the bad habit of coffee shops or donuts in the morning very often.
So we came in so late last night. We don't even know what this is.
Yeah, I have no idea what the surroundings are going to look like because it was pitch black when we came in over here. I know we follow a river most of the way. Some pretty curvy roads. There was a couple construction zones that we could go full speed through last night, but probably won't today morning. Lots of deer last night. Holy smokes. I had to slam on my brakes a couple of times. Yeah, it feels very Okanaganish actually. Look, it's wetter though, I think. Well, maybe not. Oh yeah, beautiful river. Absolutely beautiful.
This road has like 1,000 rollouts.
Yeah, lots and lots and lots of pullouts on the side of the road. We could have slept anywhere along this highway.
I think I had like 1 or 2 every mile.
This is absolutely beautiful. It's kind of fun. At night I felt like a very narrow highway. Highway you don't know, winding all over the place, right beside a river.
There's like literally no moon. There's so dark.
No moonlight, pitch black. Untarped at the card lock today morning. All worked out pretty good.
Now we don't know what to do.
And now we were supposed to head to Spokane to grab a load, but apparently that customer has bailed out on us. So it's that time of year, it's like, where do we get loads? Where we unloaded, they were going, so where are you loading? They just expected me to load again over there. It's like, I have to go back to Canada. You probably don't have loads going back to Canada. Nope. So I'm not loading then. They're like, you're running empty all the way to Spokane? I'm like, wait till I tell you how much empty I ran the day before. It is unusual to run empty this much of the day. Very unusual. That just means that there's a shortage of runs. In British Columbia, right now, there is no trucker shortage, in my opinion. At least not flatbed. It's time of year, right? Everybody stops building no more construction. Well, the construction that's still building, they've already bought all their lumber, so there's no more. All the hardware stores have stopped ordering bricks and 2x4s and 2x8s and shingles and all that, because all the do-it-yourselfer people have stopped doing it. They've done it in the summer when it was warm. Now it's fall, getting cooler out there. Police officer waved at me. This is absolutely beautiful. It fall is usually a slower time of year because the construction industry kind of slows down. This year it's kind of added with all the mills shutting down. And a lot of the reason the mills shutting down has got nothing to do with the economy either. A lot of it is to do with we're out of pine beetle. So for the last 10, 15, 20 years we had pine beetle problem. So the government said, yep, pine beetle killed those forests, cut it down. So the wood chip division just grew like crazy. And now that pine beetle isn't a serious problem anymore, and we've cut all the pine beetle forest down, now we've got too many lumber mills. So it was bound to happen where we have a slowdown, like a correction, because we did have too many, thanks to the pine beetle. I don't know if we cut down burnt forests. I don't know if I guess those wouldn't be good wood chips, having burned wood chips. See, just little pullout after little pullout. If you're down this way, you can drive till the last minute of hours. It's like, I got 1 minute left. Okay, I'll look for a pullout. It's kind of like Highway 3 through Manning Park. I drive till the last 5 minutes. Like, okay, got 5 minutes left. Okay, let's use the next pullout. Because they're all over the place. What a beautiful river. This may be a long video, so if there's some silent sections where I'm not talking, I think we're just going to enjoy the scenery here today. Never been here before, and it's just such a gorgeous highway. Yeah, that'd be cool to have a train on the other side. I was just thinking if I wanted to go for a motorcycle ride, this would be one of those highways. I would want to do it westbound like we're doing right now. I guess if you guys, well, I guess I told you where we were in the town, but we're on Highway 12 westbound out of whatever. We're westbound to Livingston, something like that. Lewiston, which was beautiful coming down the hill. This big city with all the lights spread out. It's just gorgeous because there's one heck of a downhill. Both scales were open when I came through the Idaho border, so I am so glad I made sure I wasn't overweight. Late at night, they were both open. That surprised me, but all good. I don't mind. Man, this is fun. This would be a lot of fun on a motorcycle. Yeah, this is definitely a daytime driving road because it's It's kind of fun.
Very shallow.
Yeah, very shallow river right now. Probably still kayak it. A couple of rapids here and there. What's that? Yeah, there's a big dam town coming up where two rivers meet. I don't know what this river is. I don't know if it flows into the Columbia. I would guess it goes into the Columbia eventually. The road is so curvy, it keeps most of my attention on the road. I don't actually get to enjoy this beautiful river as much as you guys get to. Excuse me. Got a donut stuck in my throat. Jess says seems like a personal problem. Yeah, that town is definitely tucked into the mountains. Oh, there's a couple cows on the railroad.
They're down in the river.
Oh yeah, they're down in the river there too. Oh boy. Oh, and there's a gray herring coming in for a landing.
Well, the cows can move it back.
Well, hopefully the cows move out of the way by the time the train gets there. Some yellow trees down here, but not nearly as many as further north, like by Prince George yesterday. I guess Prince George was 2 days ago. Safety meeting today at 11. It's 9 now, so in 2 hours. Arrive in Spokane in 3 hours, so I gotta do a safety meeting somewhere along the route. I'll have to keep an eye on the cell phone. I think that place had good cell service coming down, so I should be fine. Lewis and Clark Trail. Didn't know we were on Lewis and Clark Trail. Definitely not over here. There's no fields here to grow potatoes. Too many mountains.
Yesterday I drove through and watched a lot of wheat fields.
Yeah, yesterday we were driving south of Spokane. It was just wheat field after wheat field after wheat field. Pretty cool. If we got a red light, it'll probably be a long red light here. I know yesterday it was a long red light. Oh, it's actually a traffic controller. Oh, I got a slow. A little nod of the head. Historical site. Cool to see what's so historical about this site. Gold Rush Ferry, it says on the sign. Yeah, there's some housing on the other side. Yeah, some grain elevators on the grain elevators over here. Where do they grow fields? Maybe on top? That definitely looks like grain elevators. I don't know if it could be mining related. Yeah, could be. This is where the bridge construction is. Junction 11. I wonder if we're just in a deep gorge and at the top is farmland. That would make sense because that's what it is in Washington. I really don't understand why this is just one lane, because it's obviously enough room for two lanes here. I mean, the bridge could only be one lane, but a loaded 8 train in front of us. The river's moving pretty fast. For it being as shallow as it is, it's moving pretty quick. On the weekend we were talking about some of our favorite highways. I think this one is going to have to be added to one of our favorite highways.
It's funny, but it's true.
Because we were saying Highway 14 through the Columbia Gorge along Washington-Oregon border, Dry Falls, Soap Lake. We've got to add this one. I know, I'm sure there's more. When I drive on them, I go, this is my favorite highway. There's a couple of sandbars here and there on the river too. Like right there on the other side, a little bit of sand, bit of a beach. Entering Clearwater County. Pulling over. I wonder if he's clearing out the garbage bins along at the pullouts. Yeah, there's a lot of boat ramps and fishing areas, so there must be good fishing along this river. Plus 14 here today morning. Quite a bit warmer than on the weekend at Prince George. It seems like it's pretty clear. I bet you there's farmland up there. That would make sense why there was an old grain elevator down here. Another historical site. On Highway 11, they called it the Historic Gold Rush Trail or something like that. Or Byway. Gold Rush Byway. Lewis and Clark was the title of this sign. This historic roadway or site. There's a golf course up here. Cows there on the left-hand side. A little bit of flat land, right away you make use of it. Yeah, there's a road on the other side according to my Google Maps or Garmin. Yeah, on top and down here. And I see housing up there, so. Nez Pierce Fisheries.
Here's the other trail we were on.
Is that where the dam is? There was a big fishery there.
Well, there was a big fish hatchery there.
A fish hatchery. Welcome to Orofino. Orofina? Orofino. Isn't this where the dam was? Maybe on the other end of town. Oh yeah, right here. Dower Shark Dam. I'm sure that's not pronounced right.
That side was Northwest Passage.
I remember the deer here. Yep, lots of deer here last night. Still haven't seen any sign of this dam. Last night I saw lights. So maybe that was the bridge to get to the dam. And the dam is still further west. Makes sense. I'm like, I saw lots of lights showing a dam. And now I see no sign of a dam, so it must be further west. Here's a little airport.
I remember thinking it was fun to put an airport in Start River.
26 degrees. Or just runway 26. What would it be, 260 degrees? Yeah, I think so, 260 degrees. The airport is lined up at 260 degrees. And on this way, this end, it'll be exactly the opposite. What is the opposite of 260 degrees?
I'll tell you once I see the...
You'll tell me once you see the runway number? 80 degrees? All right, runway 8, 80 degrees. For the kid walking around with his shoes on his... I don't know what was going on there, but... Just like, looked like mother was having a hard time controlling where the kid was going. Idaho Vandals Football. Vandals Football. That is a unique name. Idaho Vandals. That probably has some good history in it, that name. Fish hatchery. Dower shack. Fish hatchery. Oh yeah, so they let them out over there.
There was a boat there, so we might be getting ready.
There's more water coming out over there. And the dam has got to be right here behind us now. On the right hand side behind us because the river's coming in from over there. So, yeah. We won't get to see the dam because we're going the wrong direction, but it is going to be right beside us, behind us. Jess can see it if she looks out behind her.
Do that.
Here we just blew through full speed last night on the construction. Ooh, a long lineup. Back off, please. Now I'm so tempted to go right to his bumper. I won't, but I'm tempted. Almost 10 minutes of a wait here. They're either grinding up more roadway or they're paving. Pink House Recreation Site. I don't see a pink house in there, but on this side there's a Bobcat Bench Road. Maybe not Bobcat, it was actually spelled a little different. Alright, Bob. On the other side there's a Bobcat Drive. Choppy, fast-moving water, yeah. Well, now we've added an additional river to it, so now it's a much bigger river. Oh, there's a boat flying down the at high speed as well, so fishing boat. Looked like they were tarring up the edge where the pavement meets the shoulder, so that when they're repaving, I guess the pave sticks better to the existing shoulder. when this whole surface here has been tarred. You see they've sprayed a layer of tar on that stuff. Don't want to be driving on that junk right now. They are measuring. It's got a roller measuring distance. Only 26 miles till we get to Highway 95 north. And then we'd climb out of this valley. Looking way out at the front of the line, it does look like we have a pilot vehicle. Definitely paving here. So they're almost out of tar though, or pavement. The roller there, he's sitting on a cell phone, playing video games. He's getting a topping of water. Well, construction time is almost done. Soon there'll be snow flying. And it will be slow thanks to the snow. doesn't really matter what time of year you're on the road. You're always slowed down for some reason or another. Construction, tourists, snow. Watermark or level is low.
It's where it used to be.
Oh yeah, it's fall though too. Yeah, you can see the river has been a lot higher. Yeah, wide load going through this stuff. It's not super wide, a little bit wide. I guess on that brand new tar over here, I don't know if I'd want to put my motorcycle down. The foot peg might just sink right into the tar. Almost forced to stay sitting on your motorcycle. That used to be a bridge over here. Must have been suspension bridge. There's quite a large gap between the piers. Trucks are all lining up here to get tire. Big Canyon Creek. Some of these bugs. There's another fish hatchery there. Or at least a former fish hatchery. That house up there has got a heck of a lot of windows on this front wall facing into the sun. 2 stories worth of windows. Valley's definitely getting a little bit wider here. I think I'll take a little break from the video here and I'll record us climbing that big climb to the top out of the valley. Unless else I see something really cool in the next 22 miles that you guys have to see. about 10 minutes further down the road, and the landscape has changed dramatically already. The other side of that river has got no trees, just barren. I mean, down here there's trees, but up top the trees are gone. All right, car, this is your opportunity. Okay, he's going for it. On my bumper for a while. Very short passing lanes here. I'm pretty confident that there's farmland up there. I could be wrong, but I'm guessing there's farmland up there. Because there is in the Washington side.
Could it be possible that those grain elevators receive the rain? The train comes through, is it possible it drops off right there?
Businesses, or a lot of out of businesses. A lot of businesses have been closed down this road. It's like, I don't know if the tourism slowed down or if the gold rush killed it, or when did all these businesses go out of business? Seems like the businesses down this highway have seen better days. Or is it just that we've centralized everything now? Every business is in a town. There's no more, these businesses along a highway don't do well anymore. We have GPSs, so we know we don't need to fuel up over here because there's another fuel station in town. There's some cool lava crystal rock columns there along by the train track. And there's a farm up there, a field, wheat field down. See? Definitely starting to get into the farmland. It's just such a beautiful drive. But I say I love my job. I'm gonna do that more often. I love my job. Just such beautiful scenery I deal with on a daily basis, and every now and then you get a run like this that's just brand new, a place you haven't seen before. Just gorgeous. Definitely some lava flow crystals here beside us. It's kind of cool. Some of the crystals are like laying down. like horizontal. That's interesting. Still don't know what river we're following. See if I have to go through the scale. First one's in 12 miles. The valley's definitely widening right up on us here. These are some major, huge lava flows. Good place to pull in and sleep. A little rest area there. The river's definitely getting bigger and bigger the further we go this way. Someone standing in the river fishing on the other side. Not sure where their vehicle would be, but must have parked somewhere and walked into the river. What's that? Clearwater River. I don't know if we started with Clearwater River in Kameha. But this bridge right here, it's Clearwater River. Clearwater River, I would assume, would go up where the dam went, with that direction instead. But so we were probably on a different river. But oh, there's another guy standing in the river on this side, fishing. 65. Go time. Yeah, we're on a different, well, it still says Lewis and Clark Trail as well. So we're on multiple trails. Lane, Four Season Lane, 4S Lane. Not sure what this ranch is called. BS. Funny. So I've got a defect on the truck. It's It's actually quite a dangerous defect. I've made it less dangerous. My steering wheel cover, you know, the horn, the part of the steering wheel you press the horn in the center, pops off. Doing a tight corner, all of a sudden it pops off, and it's got a wire in there for the horn, and the wire stays on there, and then the steering wheel cover falls through the steering wheel and gets stuck in the steering column, and the wire is stuck, and all of a sudden I can't do the tight turn I wanted to do. So I pulled it right off. Unhooked the wires. I popped the lid back on, but it pops off. Now if it pops off, there's no wires holding it back. It'll just pop off and fall onto the ground, which is safer. But now I don't have that electric horn. Still have the air horn, but no electric horn.
Take the exit on the right.
So mark that in the
US 95 north
pre-trip. Marked it in my post-trip yesterday. Fixed it so that if it does fall off, at least it's not attached to the steering wheel and will just fall right through. Won't impede me making a corner. $65 doesn't help much if you catch up with traffic, but we get on the 4-lane here. Oh yeah, there's a lot of automobile train cars on that side. A lot.
Take the exit on the right to US 95 north toward Lewiston.
What are you not looking forward to? Whatever we smelled here yesterday, yeah, that was a strong smell in Lewiston. In fact, I'm starting to smell it already. Got an industrial smell. I'm not sure what it is, but there's a huge factory there. I just don't know what it was. I'm guessing it's oil related, but not sure.
Continue on US Highway 95.
Oh yeah, we're still beside that train track with the automobile cars. They're train cars that carry cars and pickup trucks and SUVs. Oh, they just ended there. Valley is widening more and more as we go further. Okay, scale is 4 miles away and it's in the median. Yeah, very unique trees. 3 miles away. there's no real point for me to merge back after passing this car. Just wait till after the scale, see if it's open or closed. Guess I could ask Jess to look at trucker path, but it doesn't really matter. Just slows me down by a couple of minutes if it is open. I've only have in the last 2 years, so I've been driving just over 2 years now. I've only had one full inspection by scale so far. I've had a couple minor inspections. I got a warning for being overweight in Washington. He did a quick inspection, just look at logbook and stuff like that. I got pulled over by CVSE, and they just looked at the logbook and just gave me a verbal warning. And I got pulled over at the scale. Once again, a verbal warning, just going, hey, try to not do that in the future. It's like, well, I can't really not do that. Scale's open. So, only one time where I feel I was in the wrong. And when they did a full, in-depth 2-hour inspection, they did find some minor defects that I had to get fixed that I had missed. Yeah, it's definitely a lumber mill here. Huge lumber mill. It's got to be a bypass lane for me, right? Yep, we have to go up that hill. Bagged concrete, not tarped. That's okay. I guess he's like, I'll tarp it if it looks like it's going to rain. Right now it's blue skies and we're guaranteed no rain. Yeah, definitely that lumber mill is quite stinky. Oh, someone lost a tire here. It might be a pulp mill, pulp or paper mill, because there's a lot of van trucks there. A lot. Huge, huge mill. Wow, that's a big mill.
In 1 mile, take the exit on the right to US 95 North toward Moscow.
Going towards Moscow. Cool. We're headed to Moscow. Who knew? Yeah, I don't see any big sign that says what. Oh, right there. Clearwater River. Or Clearwater Paper. There we go. It says Clearwater Paper. So a huge, huge paper mill. Name does ring a bell. Yeah, I wonder what they make. What kind of paper?
Take the exit toward Moscow.
Moscow. And Coeur d'Alene. Although we're not headed to Coeur d'Alene. We're gonna take, once 95 gets to the border of Washington, Idaho border, we're gonna take 195. Time to climb.
This was such a unique laydown, would you say?
Yeah, you don't normally see a hill this steep, this long of a downgrade in the US. So it was a big downgrade. We'll move up it pretty quick today. We are clear. Oh, that one's merging into. Didn't see that.
Continue on US Highway 95.
No blinker fluid at all. Help if he would blink, turn his blinkers on, so we knew he was changing lanes into this one. Yeah, you can see the road up to the left, up to the top there. A big U-turn, switchback. Like a whole bunch of runaway lanes, like at least 6 of them, I think, maybe more. It's like every mile on the way down has a runaway lane. There's one right there on that side. We passed a couple of runaway lanes already. Big signs that say no fine for use of runaway lane. Like there must be some states that they fine you if you use a runaway lane. Basically they're going, use the runaway lane. If you think your brakes are at all getting too hot, just use the runaway lane.
My thought process, manage my breathing.
Yeah, this would be a bit of a hectic highway in snow. I can see tow trucks being very busy during snow season. Actually, they got quite a few pullouts that say no parking, authorized vehicles, emergency authorized vehicles only. So I bet the tow trucks park there in the winter. They have like a big tailings pond. Must be for paper somehow, I don't know. Another runaway lane on that side. Yeah, you guys won't really get to see the viewpoint, but at the top there's one heck of a viewpoint looking down into the valley. Beautiful. What a beautiful, beautiful drive today. different layers of rock are so unique. They're even different colors. That was really cool. Yeah, looking out on my left-hand side, you can see Clearwater River all the way through the city. Wide load ahead of us. The scale on the other side, yeah. Once again, it's open. Another wide load? Oh no, that must be the truck for the wide load behind us. And just like that, we're in wheat fields.
Take the exit on the right to US 195 North toward Golden.
So 95 goes to Coeur d'Alene and 195 goes to Spokane. Welcome to Washington. That was a poor porcupine.
Continue on US 195.
I haven't seen any speed limit signs here, but it's got to be 55 or 60. There's 60 right there. Never mind. I know I'm not allowed to go 65. That's only an Idaho thing. Well, it's not a Washington thing for sure. Washington trucks don't go faster than 60. Now, there may be a road here or there maybe, but most of it's 60.
Is it slow traffic use the shoulder?
Slow traffic use shoulder? Yeah. It's a pretty narrow shoulder though. Now we get to see farmland for the next hour, hour and a half. How far away is Spokane? Now Spokane's exactly 2 hours away, so wow. If we were getting a load where we were originally planned, exactly 2 hours away. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I know, long video. If you guys made it through the whole video, awesome. I really enjoyed driving in that valley, Clearwater River Valley. don't know what the actual valley's called, but yeah, it was absolutely beautiful. I'll do that run again. Definitely do that run again. Oh. So thank you guys for watching. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed. Someone has collected satellite dishes. Holy wow. Yeah. Anyway, we'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll see what kind of load I get in Spokane today, or whatever. Maybe I'm going empty all the way back. Who knows? Hopefully not. But yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, and happy Tuesday.